All right, all right. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? What up, Roblox Laser? Oh, man. What up, Tanya? So, looking through the notebook, let me know what should I do? What should I write down? What am I fucking forgetting? YouTube goals are the same, man. Monetization. Oh man, it's just. My laziness is taking over a little bit. Thanks so much for advice of how to manage all things. Oh, yeah, no problem. Well, guess what? I need advice on how to manage what I'm gonna fucking do for the rest of the day. Because I have all this shit written down, but I don't want to do any of it. I feel so lazy right now. I feel so lazy. Now, that's because I, just got a bunch of shit done and then ate. So, it's okay for me to feel lazy. But I wrote down car checkup. I'm not even doing that today. I literally wrote it down, not gonna even do it today. I wrote it down for another day. Green screen short. I don't think I'm doing that today. Like, I want to, but it's just, I don't see that happening. Phone detox, I am doing that. I'm probably going to do that after the stream, if I'm being 1,000% honest with you. I'm actually trying to see how it goes. Hell yeah, that's fire. Well, good stuff. I wish you the best of luck. And if you got any questions, let me know, because always here to help y'all out. So then... fully clean out closet, that's something I could do. I could do that when doing the phone detox, to be honest. But I need to do, like, a actual massive, like, closet clean out with some clothes. I went thrifting yesterday. I got some good-ass clothes. Some good t-shirts. But now I gotta throw some shit out because it's getting overpacked, bro. It's too much. You are stunning as usual. Oh, thank you. So then hit the bag for 15 minutes. So I just want to do like a 15-minute little like training session with the bag outside, like MMA stuff. What's your split? Okay, so right now I'm just doing like a variation of like push pull legs with like okay. So I went to the gym yesterday morning. I hit back and by, and then now I'm going to the gym tonight and I'm hitting chest, triceps, shoulders, and then uh tomorrow would be a rest day, and then after that I'd be either hitting like legs or just going back to straight up uh back and by, and then in the morning, then chest and tri the next day at night. So it's like a 36-hour rest instead of like a 2 days off, or one day it's like 1.5 day off kind of thing. So it's like it adds up to like 5 days a week of training. But I also do MMA training in there, and I also want to incorporate sprints in there too. So yeah, it's my split isn't like super organized, but it's basically like training 5-6 days a week. But training like, but I'm also total amount of training sessions, not just lifting weights, but also MMA. It's like 10 to 11 times a week. But just a 15-minute bag work, and then more DMs. So I want to do more DMs with leads so I can actually get, more clients, because I'm opening up some few spots for some clients because I have a few spots open. So you gotta do that. Finalize fall schedule. This one's tough because this means I have to get back into the idea of school, and I really don't want to do that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do that because I know it's what I need to do. So I might do that today, low key, or put it to another day. but it's definitely something that's going to get done. A lot of the things are going to get done like slow. Like here's the thing, like the cool thing about the notebook is everything slowly gets done. Important shit slowly gets done. Like Sunrise A Mountain. I've been looking to do a sunrise for the past 3 weeks, and today I did it. So it's like moving the needle just one by one. Car checkup, that's going to be a day. That's going to be a day of me doing that. I believe that for a fact. I also believe when I do like the clothes clean out, that's going to be another day, okay? I believe that finalizing my fall schedule, that's going to be a whole day, okay? And then late night gym session, that's just tonight. That's easy. It's simple, okay? That doesn't take much time. And then work more on my program, so like the systems I'm building for clients and stuff like that. Rebuild Instagram highlights. That's probably not going to happen today because that shit I've been procrastinating the fuck out of, and I just don't want to do it. So it's probably not going to happen, but it might. Who knows? And then Warlog, I definitely am going to do that today. Yeah, and then TikTok Live, I already did that. YouTube Live, I'm doing now. So the notebook's looking good. I just need to continuously do this stuff that I'm telling myself to do. It's as simple as that. I need to not be so weird when I think about this stuff. You know what I mean? That's just my thing about it. I don't know. Maybe y'all think I'm crazy. What up, Nicholas Leibold? What up? Welcome, everyone. So yeah, if y'all have any suggestions on what I should do in my notebook or what I should write down, let me know. But that is the plan for today, and I plan on getting at least 70% of it done. At least everything that's doable and not like something I know is gonna take way longer. And yeah, I mean I could do everything you said on that, but dude, that'd be quite a day. That'd be a tough day. Are you Benson Boone from Miss? No. What? Branson Boone? What the fuck? Oh, man. Bro. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I haven't done this in a little bit. I haven't been taking control of my streams a lot lately, especially on YouTube. I have not given up. I really haven't cared at all. I've just been like, I'll just stream and see whatever happens. Now I'm like, nah. Like, low-key, let's start actually focusing on making this better, because if it's better for me, guess who else it's going to be better for? You guys. So first thing I'll do, I'll throw my Instagram in the stream because I know hella people be asking for that shit. And I'll pin it, okay? That way, everyone can just get a simple boom. Here's my Instagram. There we go. And there we go. All right. What? This live event is over. Chat is no longer available? What? What just happened? I'm so confused. Dude, that was weird. What the hell is going on? It's not letting me put it in the stream. Wait, dude. Okay, wait. What's going on? Why is everything getting fucked? I'm not even doing anything wrong. Dude, maybe I'm not allowed to do that. Okay. Alright. That's probably what happened, dude. I'm probably not allowed to put my Instagram in the stream. So here's what I'm going to do instead to cheat the system. I'm just going to put my Instagram pin, and y'all are just going to have to type it in. So I'm still going to pin it. Don't worry. But, bro. Okay, now something's just not working. Never mind. Maybe I'm just being stupid. I'm so confused right now. Maybe we just gotta back out and just relax for a second and then get back to it. Sorry, let me read some of these. My bad. You should sing your mystical magic song. I'm a fan, Ben Spoon. You should get a haircut like him. Fuck no. 5'6", 2 pounds. Pre-med little guy. Fuck. I don't know what happened. It's YouTube. What do you expect? Yeah. What's your HT and body weight? My height is like 6'2", and my body weight's like 150 something. Fuck, dude. I hope this fucking works and I don't get screwed over here. How am I gonna be motivated to do YouTube shit when they're doing like shit like this? I just don't get it. See? That's fine. Alright, there's my Instagram. Pinned it in the chat, so there you go. Anyone that wants my Instagram, you can type it in through there and you can find it through there, just like that. Super easy, super simple, nothing too difficult about it. It's kind of crazy that YouTube wouldn't let me promote my Instagram, though. Like, what kind of whack stuff is that? To be quite honest. At a certain point, you're fiending for the stimulation, you know? At a certain point, you're just like, what am I really doing? Am I really working hard? Am I just trying to look for that next, like, vibration? Where's the next quick vibration? You know, that's where my brain goes a lot of the time. And it could just, you know, kind of really screw up, like, your reward system. I think I've kind of fucked myself over with that. But yeah, Instagram is in the stream, or it's pinned in the chat. If anyone wants to follow that, go ahead. Because we are going to get the Instagram to 1,000 followers by the time school starts. And school starts in 9 days. But we're going to do it. Because that's what we do. So, hell yeah. Tell me something about your testosterone and health coaching that you have. How much it costs and what you provide in that. So, how much it costs completely depends on your like program, like your goals, and how much, like how long it's going to take for you specifically. What I provide in the program is one-on-one calls whenever, like my number specifically, so you can text me whenever, and a whole program set out talking about, you know, your diet, your workout plan, and the things that you're going to do to develop your mindset. And like go outside, you know, like remove a lot of social media stuff. So a lot of different stuff that we're going to do in the beginning to really rewire your brain. Because the whole point of the program is that we're providing not just like a bunch of like worksheets that you just look at. Like we're actually changing you as a person. We're changing your spirit, your energy, and that takes hard work. So it's part of the program is understanding like this is going to be hard work, but these are the tools that are going to be best in my favor for this hard work I'm about to put in. Hey bro, how are you? I'm doing good. What up? S Level, what up? Your favorite song of all time, Blackout Days by Fanagram. So yeah, and also if anybody has any questions about my coaching, you can shoot me a DM on my Instagram. Like I said, my Instagram is pinned in the comments right now. So you can, my Instagram handle, you can just click on that or type that into Instagram. And also I post a bunch of different stuff there that you'll never find on YouTube, like a bunch of behind the scenes stuff. So if you're interested in that, or even when I'm going to start live streaming there soon, because I'm going to start doing live streams on Instagram soon, you want to be updated for all that stuff, and go ahead and follow it. We're on the goal of like trying to get 1,000 followers on Instagram by the time school starts. I said 10,000 by the end of the year. I don't know if that's going to happen, but big goals help you, you know, if you can make, here's the actual trick to goals to a certain extent. Besides doing them, that's obviously the main trick. But like in the idea of like being achievable or not, you want to make your goals not too hard where they're unachievable, but not too easy where it doesn't hurt you from growth. There's a nice middle spot where it's just achievable enough, but it would take a really long, hard work. You know what I mean? Hey, bro, if I'm not going to have gone gym in month 2, I was gaining a lot of muscle and stopped, and my muscles are slowly going. Well, bro, you got to get back in there, okay? You seriously do, because what the fuck? Like, you can't, like, you were in there. That's the thing, is you were in there, so you know you can do it, so just get back to it. Here's the thing. Some people have never been in, touched the gym once, and I understand why it's hard for them to just start working out consistently, like, getting back, but you're getting back to it. It's much easier for you to just get back to it. And I'm also a firm believer in humans trying again, okay? So if you tried one thing and it worked kind of well, but not super well, trying it again, it will work a lot better. I'm a firm believer in that. I'm a firm believer in that in a lot of aspects. I'm a firm believer in trying something, it not working, giving like 2 to 3 weeks of rest, rethinking it over and trying it again, and it will go better. I'm a firm believer in that when it comes to so many different things. Athletics, socializing, growing as a human, all this. Very important. Yeah. Oh, you just got to follow her on Instagram. Thank you to whoever just followed. Thank you. Dude, my biggest fear is a snake going through a toilet. Like, that's my biggest fear. That's so scary. And it could happen. It's so possible. You don't know what the fuck is happening in your own gutters. You don't have cameras in there. And the thing is, like, this could happen to anyone, even if you're, like, rich. Like, obviously, if you're in a better area, have a better plumbing system, obviously, I'm sure it's more clear. But at the end of the day, like, you could be rich and not know what the fuck's going on in your gutters. So it's just like, I don't know. Fuck that. That's what I know. Also, Oz is like diverse wildlife. True. I know, but it was like it's just boring, and the aspect of getting out of my house, I need more inspiration. Bro, okay, there's so many things wrong with this statement, but let's go over the main things. So, you're saying it's just boring, like the idea of getting out of your house to go work out. Okay. First off, that whole idea is insane to me. But let's go with your logic that you don't want to go outside your house. Then work out in your room, bro. That's what you need to do, okay? You don't need to work like you can work out in your room. You could do 200 push-ups in your room. That's a good workout, okay? A lot of people don't have the ability to work hard in their room, though. The second they go in their room, they're like, all right, it's relaxing time. If I want to, do work, they like go to an office or a library. But the reality is, you can get so much work done in your own room. This is what kind of like the disconnect with my parents a little bit to a certain extent, not extremely, but they would be like, "You're in your room all day," like, and I'm like, "Do you not know like that I'm like doing things in here? Like I'm accomplishing things. Like there's a lot of shit that's getting done in here." But they don't know that because they just assume that because to them, their room, that's not where they do work. That's not where they do work. They don't do work in their room. So for them, they're just like they just think they assume I'm doing the same thing that they would do in their room, which is nothing. Sitting there watching TV or fucking just sleeping. You know what I mean? So that's why I think there's a big disconnect there. But I think you need to get into the habit of working hard in your room, and right now just start off physically. So just push up in your room. That's never gonna hurt. I swear to God, if there is one thing I would tell a young man to do that takes 2 minutes that I believe can change his life is to go, if they're sitting in their bed. If you're sitting in your bed right now and you don't know what to do, what can I do for 2 minutes to change my life? 10 push-ups. That's what I would say. 10 push-ups in your room. 10 clean, solid, good form push-ups in your room. Okay? There's a couple things that does. One, it opens the gates that have been guarded on you of this idea that you can't work out in your room. Okay? It opens that entire idea and kind of just like destroys destroys the barrier there. So it opens up something. And the second thing it does is it makes you realize, holy shit, I can do this. And once you have both those things where you realize not only can you specifically do something, but the opportunity is also set up in your favor, why not? Here's one thing too, it's the environment. I also try to work out in a room a lot of the times, but the gym environment pushes you harder when you see other people get humbled and all that thing. Uh, yeah, it depends how you look at it, to be honest. I would say that the gym can definitely motivate you, especially if you're really into it, because you see other people and you're like, oh, I want to like get as big as this guy, like, or you like go to a new gym and there's everyone's like way bigger and like, oh shit, like I got to step up my game, like that happens to people, and that's fun and all, and that's good, but there is a specific motivation that you can find with getting motivation from yourself. So yes, it is good to get motivation from other people, but at the end of the day, if you were on a private island and another person was on a private island with no people, and for a year you guys had to get a better physique, who's going to get the better one? The person that has the ability to do things on his own, that's going to be the person that ends up with a better physique. So, if you can learn how to motivate yourself in your own room, I mean, that just opens up a portal of being able to motivate yourself to do so many things in your own room. If you can do push ups in your own room, if you can create a great body in your own room, maybe you can make money in your own room. You know what I mean? Like, there's all these different things that you could do in your own room, okay? And we're not even talking about the fact that you should just be going to the gym, because that's, obviously the move when you're into it. But, like, this is the thing. It's like seems like there's always an excuse. But there really is never an excuse. I'm starting to realize when it comes to the gym, I've always kind of realized this. When it comes to anything really, there's no excuse. You can make time for literally anything. Anybody that tells me they don't have time to go to the gym, I don't believe them. I think that there's something else that they're putting more time into. I mean, the fact that you have the time to tell me that shows me that you don't have, like, because the whole idea is that means you have no time. If you have no time to go to the gym, that means you have no time, because the gym is one of the most important things to do. So if you're telling me that you don't have time, you're wasting time by telling me you don't have time that you could use doing 20 push-ups. That's more my point. And that's that they'll think that logic is flawed, and that's why they're overweight and unhealthy. It sucks. What you're saying is right, but I'm like 14 and I have barely no one who supports me. Like, I'm debating what I should do with my life right now. Or my life. Okay. Well, you're 14, so don't debate too hard. Just kind of, in my opinion, okay, well, how about this? I'll just act like you're like me when I was 14, and I'm talking to my 14-year-old self, and I'm going to tell him what to do. All right? Here's what you're going to do. So I was playing way too much Fortnite. So stop playing Fortnite so much. Go outside way more. Do push-ups, start working out, get really into fitness, get really into like hybrid training, like MMA stuff, calisthenics stuff, and then weightlifting, right? And then also try continue, because I was playing lacrosse, so I was like focus on getting better at your sport, all right? Then I tell you to eat a clean diet of animal-based food, steak, fruit, raw honey. I wouldn't say you go like fully non-processed, but like cut out like, go like 90% like healthy. I know I go 100% healthy now, but at that time, it would have been hard to do it. And then I would say, um, go into high school with the mindset that you're trying to meet as many people as possible, and you can always make friends of friends. So, like, here's the thing, is like some people, they just can meet one person and then they introduce them to all their friends, and then that person introduces all their friends, and then all of a sudden they made all these friends and not even that social. So I would say that one of my bigger regrets in high school is not that I didn't like I think I should have put myself out there more and made more opportunity to make friends. I would say that. At the time, I didn't see it that way, because I was like, I got good friends. I don't really like a lot of these people, which was true. But the reality is, when you are with people that may not necessarily are like super, friends with, but they might know someone that you could be friends with, but you would have never met them because, you're not friends with the other person. So I think it's important to just try to like be friends with a lot of people in high school, just because there's no downside as long as you stay out of drama, okay? If you're one of those people that's fucking dramatic as fuck, which most people that watch my shit is not, hopefully, but that's what I would say. Is the one recommendation is, if you do choose to have a big friend group, stay cool with everyone because there's a big chance people are gonna like each other. You're already ahead of pretty much people if you do so much self-aware at 14. What the fuck am I doing at 14? Exactly, true. Yeah, at 14, I didn't care. I didn't even question what I was doing. I didn't think of it like that. I was like, which is interesting. This is a pro to social media to a certain extent. It makes people question what the fuck they're doing at a very young age. Like, in eighth grade, I did not question what the fuck I was doing. I was like, no, I'm playing Fortnite. Like, I'm trying to be the best. Like, I didn't question how productive that was. It's fucking crazy. That's not how I thought. Um, so one time I was at the beach. There were three girls, and there was that awkward time that they just laugh, and I told them, "Yo, well, I'm back. Yo, remember me?" And they said nothing. Well, I would just try to not think about times like that. But also, it's hard to not think about times like that, especially if it's stuck in your head. So the best way is to create more memories that are better memories. You know what I mean? Like some people are like, "How the fuck do I forget this shit?" Like, don't just make more memories that are better that outweigh it. Like as simple as that. Like it's so hard to forget shit. So just stop trying to. Well, I'm back, yo. What are they, bro? Sounds. Hey, is 3D modeling and animation a good career? If you're good at it and you like it and you're passionate about it, hell yeah. But if you're not, then fuck no. Bye. I will see you again after 3 days. Hell yeah. Has Jacob been with you for a while? Because I haven't seen him in a long time. Well, I don't know. I don't even know what that really means. You know, if they're so hot, then switch on a fan or an air conditioner, bro. It's stuck, yeah. Wait, who's hot? It's stuck, yeah. Who's your favorite YouTuber? Um, Santa Cruz Medicinals. Nah, probably not actually. Oh, there's a lot of people I like. I can't just put one. That would be no. Yeah, so I like hurling, which is Irish sport, and I'm Irish. I eat food bad and processed. And yeah, I do play a lot of Fortnite, and I find it hard to go outside. Well, definitely go outside more and try to play Fortnite less. That's big recommendation that a lot of kids nowadays need. Uh, Tyler Durden, what's the mission today? What up, what up? The mission today is to continue the vibes that I had this morning. Because this morning I was very, like, energetic. I was very, like, trying to conquer the day. And now that I've kind of done well, I had a good morning. I got my shit done. Now I'm just, like, I don't have the same energy. I have more of a sedentary thing. So I guess the mission for today is to try to ride out the actual vibes of getting the shit done that I wrote down. You know what I mean? That's a big thing. And I'm plan on doing that. It's gonna be a little mentally exerting. I'm not even gonna cap. Like I'm just gonna keep that as real as possible. But yeah. Sorry, Jake, mistyped. Now you're good. Day 3 of saying watch Dexter before dying, bruh. But okay, sorry. Last time I asked why are you always shirtless, you said it's so hot, so switch on fan or air conditioner. Bruh, I'm good. We don't need that bill going up. Outside your door. C-Bum versus Sam Sulek, bro. C-Bum. What are we even talking about? So what you're saying is not being lazy made a good routine and eat better food and what else? Yes, bro. Not be lazy, eat good food, be in a good routine, train, like get really hyper focused on training. Get like obsessed with training. Like this is the fallback. This is the default that I think a lot of dudes should fall back on is training. Is literally fighting, lifting weights, running, fucking doing their sport. But the issue is some dudes they only do their sport and that's all they do. Like I believe that you should become obsessed with getting super athletic with everything. That's what I think. I just think it's so 1 + 1 = 2. You know what I mean? Like train hard, become an athlete. Athletes never hurts to be an athlete. Like you could be broke, but if like you're jacked, it's like it's okay. It's okay. Like you'll figure it out. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like I'd much rather be a guy that's poor but has a incredibly good physique than someone who's like overweight and is a billionaire. Because I'd prefer the good physique. It's just that. So that's what I think. I think you should get hyper focused and obsessed with training, like to a point where it's almost like, I'm not gonna say bad for you, but like people are like, dude, like you can chill out. Like you want to get to that point where people are telling you like chill out, okay? Because that's what you got to be. You know what I mean? That they didn't tell the fucking war veterans to chill out when they had to be strong men. It is what it is. Oh, it means you build different. Oh, yep. Sam Sulek versus Greg Doucette. Greg Doucette in against anyone. Jake, question, bro. I'm at work, but my van broke down, so I'm chilling on the side of the road. Damn. Well, that's tough. Who will win, 100 humans or one gorilla? I don't know, man. Don't get focused on lifting weights, to be honest. You need to focus more on your studies, bruh. Why is it one or the other? Why, just because someone's focused on lifting weights, now they're not focused on studies? My baseline attitude is that there's two things that you should be constantly upgrading as a man: how strong you are and how smart you are. If you can get those two things to the highest echelon, things will go very well for you in life. If you can constantly get physically stronger and mentally smarter, that's how you do it. So I never recommend that someone doesn't focus on studies when I say they get obsessed with training. In fact, I think training more can actually help you lock in more with your studies. That's why we see a lot of those people that are like student athletes that end up doing better than some dude that's not even an athlete and they're not even a good student. We knew the kids in high school that didn't play a single sport and they still got Fs, and we knew the kids in high school that played all the sports and they got straight A's, and the reason is because it keeps them more locked in. Anyway, they also teased my body. I just know that one of the girls is my girlfriend, but wait, the girls is my girlfriend, but she won't admit that she doesn't love, like, but she's still kind to me. I'm scared, so I won't go again with them. What the fuck? I don't even know what any of that shit means. There's so many typos in that and bad grammar. But you know what my response is? You should be doing push-ups. You should be focusing on getting sun, getting in nature, becoming an athlete, making money, becoming as strong as possible, becoming as valuable as possible, becoming the best version of yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because it sounds like, some redemption story. I don't really know. Again, I don't really understand what the fuck was said, but my recommendation still stands the same. Push-ups, sun, nature, healthy diet, get smarter, get stronger, get better at everything. You are a video game character and you are upgrading your character every single day. That's how you need to look at it. So what will I do 200 push-ups now? Fuck yeah, right now, 200 push-ups. By It's Hot Out Here. Hell yeah, it is. It is weird. I'm a girl and I work out and play football. Nope, not weird at all. It's not weird for anyone to work out ever. It's weird for a human to not work out. When someone doesn't work out, regardless of gender, age, or anything, I think that is weird. That now you are weird. You are in a weird spot. I'm not saying like I'm like you're like a bad person. I'm saying that is not good. Like the same way I think someone that smokes like 2 packs of cigarettes every day is not good. I don't think these are bad people. I just think that's not good. Why? You don't like Sammy? Hello is your age? I'm 21. Marvel, Star Wars? I don't know. I guess, I don't know. I don't really I don't know. And also, they are doing that shit stuff where they ghost me, even my girlfriend. Okay. No, so she also goes to me. Yeah, so if your girlfriend goes to you, I guess that's not your girlfriend anymore because she goes to you. But the whole point is, doesn't matter what the fuck happened. In any situation where there's girls and you feel like disrespected or low value, which happens to a lot of dudes, especially at a young age, the best response is to get as jacked as possible, strong as possible, smart as possible, and as valuable as possible, okay? Upgrading your character, so everything. So it's like, should I become more social? Yes. Like, should I make more money? Yes. Like, should I become more philosophical? Yes. Like, should I get a better relationship with God? Yes. If that's what you're fucking looking for, if you're into that, then fuck yeah. Like, should I get better at sports? Yes. Like, should I get better at studies? Yes. Like, oh, should I start feeding my dog and taking him on walks? Yes. Should I, like, everything? Yes, 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 yes. Do more. Should you scroll on your phone? Fuck no, okay? That's where you say no. That's where we say fuck no, because we know that doesn't help us. We know that scrolling on our phones is going to lead us in the exact same shitty place that we felt when that girl rejected us or made us feel low valuable or whatever the fuck. And we know that video games leads us to that same place, and we know that bad food leads us to that same place, and we know that laziness leads us to that same exact place of feeling rejected and low value to women, which is not a good feeling for any dude. I said to get too focused on lifting weights. Some dudes dive into physical fitness so much that all they have is gym. So here's the thing. I would agree that if you're like in your mid 30s, 40s, and you're still some guy that only gives a fuck about the gym, then yeah, you gotta chill the fuck out with that shit. You could still work out as much as you do, but you need to get good at something else. My quote from Mike Menser, there's 3 things he said. Don't do anabolic steroids, learn to love high intensity training, and get good at something else. Get good at something else. This is a fact. As a man, that if you're in the gym and you're really doing well in the gym, get good at something else, because the reality is there's too many people in the gym for it to be unique. So get good at something else, 1000%. However, some dudes take that a little too far and then they end up losing their gym vibe, okay? You need to be training really hard and also getting really smart. Both those things need to be upgraded up here. It's not like, oh, one or the other. It's like, no, both up high and to like extremes, which is totally possible. That's why we have people that are super smart and strong at the same exact time. People who don't work out consistently use that excuse. Oh, I don't want to work out because I don't want to get obsessed with lifting. That is fucking insane. That's the most insane excuse I've ever heard. The second most. The most insane excuse I've ever heard is I don't want to get too big. That one's the craziest one. That one's the most insane one to me. It's the most insane one. In future, you will have 10 mil subs. Oh, thank you. I'm bad at English, but I'm 13 now. You're good. Or they have, I don't want to lift because I don't. Oh, literally, bro. You literally said it. Literally. Holy fuck, bro. I promise you I did not read that shit. I promise you. I promise you I did not read that shit before. I literally just thought of it and then saw you say it, bro. It's true, though. Like, bro, you couldn't get if you try. Exactly, bro. That's not the real problem. Someone who's never. Exactly. Facts. Do you ever like your chat? Of course. Of course. I like every word that's being said in the chat, even if it's hate. When will you marry? When will I marry? I don't fucking know. Maybe I don't, bro. Fucking never. Or a long ass time. Not like it's not even in question of realms yet. I might have a kid before I marry someone. But she's my only hope. I also respecting her when she gets hurt. I run up and check on her. Okay, that's not smart at all. Never do that as a dude. Especially and never do that. That's so not. That's so anti-seductive and oh, but you guys are young. I don't know what like how like my advice like resonates with you guys sometimes, but or some of you guys are. Some of you guys are fucking 50. But um here's the issue is if you're telling me she's ghosting you and you still respecting her and trying to check on her and all that bullshit, that's like they look at you like such low value when you do that shit that honestly you should just focus on just becoming the best version of yourself, okay? Is what it is. But I don't really know these situations too well to give my best insight, okay? I'm just seeing words at the end of the day. Jay question, what other sports should I do for middle school? Do every sport that's fun. Basketball, soccer, track, all of it. And see what's the best. But scrolling is how I found you. True. There is the thing about scrolling in social media is there is, in my opinion, benefits of social media. It's like anything else. There's good and bad. Social media, there's a lot more bad than good, but there is good. The good is you scrolling on me and finding me telling you to get better at life. That's the good. The bad is you scrolling away from me and then, not listening to any of my advice and then getting back in the same trap of scrolling. So there is good and bad. It's really up to you on what you're going to decide what to do with your life, Are you a psychopath? I don't know. Maybe like a little bit. Answer and I will stop. Do you like cats? There's one cat I've met that I liked, but other than that, not really. I got my vaccination today, though. Or no, sorry, vacation. Or no, vaccination. No, that's vaccination. Well, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? Oh, because you got... So you're telling me, bro, shouldn't the vaccine, like, make you... Isn't it called a booster shot? Anything that's called a booster shot should not hurt you from doing push-ups. Doesn't make sense. I feel like it's a scam. Maybe I'm not allowed to say that. Fuck. Oh, man, they're gonna come after me. Okay. Answer me, I'll stop. Best friend isn't like my girlfriend. He actually don't care about my body, weight, and look. Well, like I said, you shouldn't be worried about what other people care about what you look, but you should care about what you look like. And I think but also I think it's hard as a human to not care what other people think about what you look like. So at that point, the only response is to just get better looking. Can you pin me? No, my Instagram's pinned in the stream though. If anyone wants to follow that. What is the time in the USA? For me, it's 9:40. Are you a psychopath? Like I said, Anthony, what's up? Bro, any girl that ghosts you on multiple occasions, straight up does not respect you. Give her the same treatment. Exactly. No. The reality is, like, I take it so deep where I'm like, if they ghost you once, like, you will never get that high level form of obsession that, well, maybe I'm looking for. Like, you're never gonna get it. You know what I mean? Like that, like one ghosting. I'm not saying that it's completely over, because their emotions switch and change, but um, like if they ghost you and you double text and they still go like that, that's very much cooked. Like multiple times is like then the dude just looks dumb still pursuing that. But again, is the dude dumb, or is he just like doesn't have respect for himself? Like he knows that, like that the you got to figure that out. You know what I mean? I'm the same guy from that stream in which you silenced me. Okay, like in my arms. So you got a vaccine in your arms, or vaccination in your arms. Now you can't do push-ups. What the fuck? Sometimes she is ghosting me, I think, because of her jealous friends that don't want wave a boyfriend. Every time I try to talk to my girlfriend, she opens her ugly mouth and won't let me speak. uh, every time we are alone, she's just the best girlfriend. Okay. I don't know what the fuck this is even, like, saying. But, the fact that you overthink it like this is the problem, you know? Like, if you took all the time that you did overthinking this shit and spent it doing push-ups, your life would be much better. I'm Indian. What up, what up? Bro, I just fought some brain rot kids on Discord today, some British dudes. Moral, if you have 2 free hours, say you are Indian on social media. What's your real name? I'm Jacob. So I have free to me. Please answer my question. Aren't you asking? I'm bad at English, lol. How to stop dizziness when you suddenly get up and resting position, then you feel very dizzy, like done 20, my arms are dead. Okay, good stuff. Now do more. So, what was okay, how to stop dizziness? Okay, so you're dizzy. From suddenly getting up. Okay, well, first off, if you're yawning and then getting up, that could fuck with your brain. Just so you know, like you're like, and then you get up, you're like, whoa, what the fuck? I'm pretty sure my uncle like passed out with that shit. But, sorry, my bad. One way to just reduce dizziness in general is to be drinking water and being hydrated. So not just drinking water, but also getting your electrolytes in, like potassium, magnesium, sodium, making sure your electrolyte balances are in the right place. Okay. Getting nature is important too. I would say not looking at a screen too much, and I would say movement, okay? Not being too still or sedentary. I would say I'm the most dizzy when I'm, like, in my room all day, being lazy, looking at my phone, just like, like brain rotting. That's when I get dizzy, because my brain's just rotting. I think when I'm active and I'm moving, I'm, like, dialed in, like you're going for a hunt. Think about it this way, like, if you're going for a hunt, like, are you going to start getting dizzy? Like, no, you're too locked in. Like, you want to get the kill. Like, if you need to get food for your family, you're not going to get dizzy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not going to happen. Jake, question, what other sports should I do in middle school? Like I said, any sports they offer, you should do. Anything that seems interesting, you should do. That's what I think. My girlfriend likes basketball, and I try to train her at any cost. I'm pro. I dunked once and shot the 3-pointer from medium basket in Netherlands and got reward. How to stop getting stomach pain because I'm in school, I'm having more dizziness and stomach pain. Like I said, you need to lock in the diet, okay? Are you eating bad foods? And when I say bad foods, that could mean cereal. That could literally mean cereal. That could mean a granola bar. Those are not good foods for your stomach. Just saying. So if you really have your diet locked in of eating whole foods, no processed bullshit, that's a good way to stop stomach pain for sure. Another thing too is just reducing anxiety and stress, and the best way to do that is lifting, okay? So I would say do weight training in school if you can. Not everyone has that opportunity, but if you are able to, I think that's going to give a massive benefit. I was never more relaxed in my classes than after lifting. I swear, because I never lifted in school really until my senior year, and then I'd weight training in the morning, and I would go to weight training, and and then after weight training, I would go in my next class, and I would feel so sore and so pumped up, and I was like, holy fuck, like, this is it. This is the feeling I'm looking for. And you never go back. And she's hugging me and respecting me. Okay. Yeah. I don't really know. Dude, I might have to end the stream here, though, low-key. So y'all have a great rest of your day. Don't quit. You know? Try to win. Try to not let... Just try to not let laziness and wasted time get the best of you today. Because that's what I'm trying to do. So hopefully y'all are on that wavelength. Peace out. Have a great rest of your day.